If you had asked me 2 days ago what heaven looked like, I wouldn't have described pearly gates or clouds. I would have painted a tiny apartment balcony tangled with string lights, the smell of vanilla creamer in the air, and the sound of two little girls laughing over knock-knock jokes that made no sense. But life has a cruel sense of timing. One moment, you think you're the luckiest man alive, and the next, you're standing in a parking lot as your entire world unravels with 7 words from a stranger that you'll never unhear: "Your wife sleeps with my husband." I'm Jack, 33 years old, and a long-haul trucker who lives for that slam of the cab door at the end of a route. That moment when I step through the front door and 2 high-pitched voices shout, "Daddy's home." My wife, Rachel, 28, stunning, kind, sunshine bottled in a woman, smiles with eyes that sparkle and that faint vanilla scent I crave. We have twin daughters, Ella and Chloe, who just turned 8. Perfect curls, matching dimples, and endless energy. They call themselves Mom's Mini Mess, and God, were they right. Last Sunday started like a dream. The living room was covered in balloons and glitter confetti. The twins dove into presents, squealing over Barbie skates and a DIY slime lab. Rachel and I had barely slept the night before, prepping for the big party. She kissed my cheek in the kitchen, flour on her nose, and for a fleeting second, I felt like I'd won the lottery. We dropped the girls at Grandma's with a promise of a surprise palace party by sunset. We were laughing, racing through the parking lot of some chain store, arms loaded with juice boxes and tiaras. But I noticed Rachel lagging behind near the entrance. At first, I thought she was distracted by a phone notification. But no. She was face to face with another woman. A brunette, stylish, controlled, furious. What started as a heated conversation turned into a full-on screaming match. Then came the shove. I rushed over, just in time to catch the woman's wrist mid-swing. Rachel grabbed my sleeve, eyes wide. "She's insane, Jack. Let's go." But the other woman, Monica, flashed a smile that chilled me. "Oh, you're Jack," she said sweetly, her voice like velvet hiding broken glass. "The loving husband. Too bad your wife's been borrowing my husband for her little adventures." Time slowed. My brain couldn't catch up. Monica stepped closer, traced her nails down my arm, and whispered, "Since she likes mine, maybe you'd like a trade." My vision went white-hot. Rachel was already sobbing, pleading to leave. Monica spat venom, calling Rachel a liar and a homewrecker. "She's been sneaking around with my husband, Eric. I've got proof." She scribbled her number on a receipt and stuffed it into my palm. "Call me when you want to see the truth for yourself." I held it together, barely. We had a party to host. 2 little girls who still believed in magic and birthday sparkles. I forced a smile, cracked dad jokes, inflated enough balloons to pass out. Rachel stumbled through the motions, mascara streaked and hands shaking. She drank more than usual, too much. Our guests never noticed, or if they did, they didn't say. I kept the lies glued together with frosting and fake laughter. That night, after the girls were asleep, I confronted her. She didn't deny it. Not in so many words. But she didn't confess either. Her mouth moved, but every sentence was a train wreck of "I don't know, it meant nothing, please, Jack." Her hands trembled as she reached for mine. I pulled away. The next day, I met Monica at a nearby cafe. I needed answers. She slid a flash drive across the table and opened her laptop. There was my wife, my Rachel, looping her arm around a younger man. They disappeared into a luxury apartment. 90 minutes later, they exited, shirts rumpled and hair tangled. Monica didn't flinch. She had caught her own husband cheating and set up cameras throughout her condo. "I don't think you want to see the rest," she warned softly. But I did. And I saw more than I'll ever be able to forget. Rachel, my gentle, loyal Rachel, entangled in another man's arms. My hands clenched the table so hard, Monica gently touched my wrist. "You're crushing my hand," she whispered. She told me everything. Eric, the man Rachel had been sleeping with, was a silver-tongued parasite. 8 years younger than her, he'd been freeloading off Monica for over a year. She'd built herself up from nothing, clawed her way to a COO position, and he leached off every ounce of her generosity. When she confronted him, he tried to gaslight her. So she packed his bags and sent him off to a job 6 states away. You won't hear from him again, she promised. She offered me a ride home. In my own truck. The irony stung. I walked into my apartment and Rachel was waiting, tear-streaked, knees buckled, whispering apologies. I didn't scream. I didn't throw things. I told her everything I saw. Her mouth dropped open. She tried to justify it, said it was a mistake, that she thought I didn't love her the way I used to. That I was always gone. That she didn't mean for it to go that far. But betrayal doesn't come with a receipt or a refund. It's final. How do I explain this to Ella and Chloe? How do I tell them that the team they've always trusted, Mom and Dad, is broken? That their mom traded family movie nights and pancake Sundays for a fling with a man who never even paid his own rent? This morning, Monica texted me again. She offered me a job, logistics manager at her company. Said it wasn't charity. That she needed someone who understood chaos and could keep moving through it. I haven't said yes. I haven't said no. All I know is that my life split in two in the space of a single weekend. I'm still in the wreckage. But I'm standing. So I'll ask you, what would you do if the love of your life turned into the stranger who shattered your world? If you were left holding the pieces, with 2 kids who still believe everything's okay? Would you forgive? Walk away? Try to rebuild?